Joining me right now, Hall of Famer Jim Palmer. Jim, some players are very stoic, and they just let things go. Some players, you know what, they got to recalibrate and become who they really are. You're seeing a lot of emotion right now with Bryan Baker.
Well, you know, the Orioles are missing a couple of guys in their bullpen. Michael Gibbons was supposed to come over and help the bullpen. Dylan Tate last year, one of the main guys out there, ground ball guy, can strike you out. So, he's got a forearm problem. So hopefully they'll both be back in May. So somebody has to kind of really carry on to what he did last year. I mean, he didn't get scored on the last 11 appearances. Did struggle in the spring, did struggle up in Boston, but opening day in Boston, the wind chill was about 29, so maybe hard to just feel the ball. But, he's, as Brandon Hyde talked about, he's got a changeup, and I'm kind of waiting for you to start moonwalking off the mound, Rob. But, he's got a changeup. Last year they hit 0-40. They hit 0-44. This year they're 0 for 7. The slider's better. He's 6'6". He's got a plus fastball. Last year, average fastball was over 96. This year, almost at 96. Again, you go out there, you get a chance to prove to yourself that you can do it. And once you do it, I don't know if you're ever comfortable, but I think you're less anxious about the job. So, again, he's done a great job. And, again, the bullpen, they went 34, or the staff 34 and 2/3 innings without giving up a run. And when's the last time the Orioles won 3 in a row when they won 1-0, 4-0, and 2-1? So the pitching's great. The hitting, they're still not hitting that great with runners in scoring position. They were 0 for 7 last night. But again, when, Hayes, who's, as you mentioned, red hot, he hits the solo home run. Batista doesn't blow a whole lot of saves, but give the Tigers credit. And again, what we saw, teams are going to run against Batista, because how else? I ran into Riley Green, their center fielder, former #1 draft choice. He goes, you don't try to hit 102. He said, we can gear up, but when you're 6'8" and you're delivering the ball, feels like you're probably delivering the ball from about 6 feet from home plate. 102 is pretty special. So, again, the Orioles are winning games. They're what? They're 12-7. Last year they were 6-13. So last year they had a 7-14 month of April. So, again, you have to beat the teams like the Tigers, even though they've been playing well. But these are the teams you have to beat, because the schedule definitely is going to get tougher.
You briefly brought up Austin Hayes, and you're right. Last night he hit one to center field, left center field, to put the Birds on the board. Last 10 games, this young man has been absolutely on fire. You alluded to it last night.
Well, he's healthy.
It looks like the Austin Hayes that we saw early on. It seems like first Baker, now Hayes seems to be recalibrating, because he's done the same thing.
Well, he played the entire season last year. As you look at the numbers, I mean, this is since April 10th. So total bases this is a lot. You're going to give him a blue ribbon right here when you get these kind of numbers. But, he's, and I said this in spring training, because everybody, the Orioles didn't make a whole lot of changes. Yeah, they got Gibson, who's going to pitch tonight. They got Frazier, who made contact last night with Odor. Maybe would he have put the ball in play when you have the infield in and you had a chance to win in the ninth? I don't know. But Frazier, contact guy, coming off a bad year for him. But again, he made contact. So, Hayes was the one guy that played hurt last year, and you really saw his numbers plummet.
Yeah.
He had 12 home runs going into the end of June, hurt his wrist, tried to play all year long, batting average, about 208, only 4 home runs. Urias hit as many home runs as he did last year. So for him, it was a disappointing year in one respect, that he wasn't able to be healthy. The other thing is he did play, a regular season. First time he's been able to do that. So, we saw him when he came up, Rob. He was like a Velcro man out in right field. He can play the outfield. He's perfect for left field here at Camden Yards.
Yeah.
And when he hits, he makes this offense that much more dynamic.
I agree with you, Jim. Thanks a lot. Looking forward to you and Jeff Arnold on the Game Call.